Hey there, and welcome back to the Train of Thought, an educational monster train series where we fight the divinity in every run. So I recently got a new headset. It's a really nice one. I was having problems where my previous headset was causing headaches for me. It's a lot of headsets have this problem where they simply push in too hard on your head. And because I'm very migraine prone as is, I have chronic migraines. I've talked about this before. But because I have that, it's easy for these headsets to just push a little too hard and suddenly I have a migraine. Whoops. Not great. So I got a broadcasting headset. It's a high quality Sennheiser broadcaster piece. It was a whole saga trying to actually get this thing set up because unfortunately there's just not a lot of online discourse about this topic and like how to set up broadcasting equipment like that. The downside is that I wasn't really sure what connections I needed. And so I talked to some folks who I thought knew what they were talking about. They made some suggestions, got some things. It was not correct, would not connect my headset to my computer correctly, unfortunately. Had to then come up with other solutions, did some more research. Basically, I have an XLR cable going from my headset to an audio interface that now connects to my computer now. The actual audio that comes through this headset is remarkably crisp. It collects and handles my voice really well. I'm very pleased by it. I'm not using it for recording because I don't want to mess with the recording, right? This is something I've struggled with a lot. Anytime you change anything about your recording settings, suddenly people can't hear you, an episode is dead, or it doesn't work, or it doesn't pick you up, or you get filtered, there's breakups because your noise gates are blocking some of your voice, something like that. So I didn't mess with it. I might mess with it. I think what I'm considering is possibly doing like a one off video using it just to try it out, see what you all think. I think it does come in at default a little quieter than my standing arm microphone, but I have gain knobs and a whole bunch of things, so I mean, I can play with that. It's just a matter of getting it to a point where it feels right. So we'll see. It's incredibly nice. I'm very pleased with the headset now that I have it actually configured and attached to my computer correctly. Incredible work. So it's if you're thinking about what kind of a headset it is, I already mentioned it's a Sennheiser HMD 27, I think is the brand. You feel free to look it up. It's one I've wanted for a while. I love the Sennheiser brand, not shilling for them, but just generally the quality of their audio output and the fit for my head shape is really good on all their stuff. I use one of their open back microphones, not microphones, but headsets as well, headphones rather. It's not a headset, but you know what I mean. Anyway, it's very nice. I'm a big fan. It's basically one of the ones that you would expect to be used in like commentating on like sports ball games or whatever your flavor of sports ball is. So yeah, that's what I have right now. I'm very excited about this. It was a personal self gift for the new year, and well, technically kind of for Christmas. So that's exciting. All right, but that's not why we're here. We're here to play some Monster Train. We're currently on a 280 win streak. We just had a run with Soulguard that went quite well. It was a very straightforward lodestone totem run with a quite sophisticated turn one. I actually really liked that. We had a prism retrieval in there, lodestone totems infused into Sirens of the Sea, and those Sirens had multi-strike and some damage shield. It wasn't really super important, but the reason it matters is that it was able to get them both set up on turn one thanks to like a Hell's Banner, weird, fun interaction in play. Very good stuff. I was quite pleased with how it panned out, all said. So there was also a double stack Siren Song in there that was just shutting Divinity down until I could get it sapped to nothing. And that card was actually great because, like I said, Boon of the Blacksmith was helping with the sapped enemies, but it was also helping with those dazed folks that I was just sending into their kill box, basically. So good stuff. Moving on to Primordium, fantastic. So yeah, that's all I've got. As always, do like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's play some Monster Train, huh? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, clicking the buttons. Ah, fun. We get a Wurmkin. This is always good, so awesome. All right, well, I hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing just fine. Nothing particularly exciting to report otherwise. For those of you who skipped to this point just to get into it, let's get into it. So, today we are default, or rather, Exile Umbra with default Wurmkin, which is fantastic. Gives us pings in the form of Fracture. We have Days Talos, Rage Arcus, Sap Seraph with Space Prism, Bogfly, and Cave-In. Sure, why not? Cave-In's not particularly impressive, but we can abuse that with Wurmkin units, maybe. It depends on a lot of factors, but it's possible we could utilize it. The Space Prism angle's probably a little better, and I'm always happy about an early Bogfly. Nothing wrong with that. Temples today are on 2, 4, 6, and 7, so 4 temples, great. Dupe and Vortex are split on 8. Dupe is on Magic side. We have a Trinket Shop with money on 7, competing with a pretty good Steel Shop. Has a Horde and Cave, we like that. Magic and Steel on 6. Magic is better with the Vortex and Cave. We'll kind of see what we get into, but it depends a lot on what we need. Having the Steel Shop available is great. Random Dupe on 5, sure, competes with another good Magic Shop with Vortex and Horde. So the double good Magic Shops gives a lot of confidence that we might see a holdover if we need it. So keep that in mind. Oh wow, and a third good Magic Shop Vortex with, an Umbra banner, but still, it's something on 4. So triple good Magic Shops. Very highly likely we see a holdover if we need it. Early game, we do get double steals, given the lack of one on ring 4. That gives us 2 Wurmkin banners, which is very nice. Wurmkin banners are much stronger than Umbra banners in general, so good stuff. Yeah, cool. All right, see what we hit. Advanced Prototype, Winged Steel. Advanced Prototype is very powerful. I don't feel concern about this early game, though. I think I'm going to grab the Winged Steel. I like this because this is just a straight-up draw relic for later on in the run, which is fantastic, and potentially still somewhat useful now. I'm going to gamble on this and feel okay about it. Dark Forge, we get an aggressive edible, sure, right? I'm not going to take a Stalwart Snack right now. Obviously, it's tough, right? With this much in the form of Wurmkin banners, Keeper of Echoes could exist. If Keeper of Echoes exists, you can do some real fun stuff with double Keeper plus Stalwart Snack in the back. Stalwart Snack in the back. Wow. I didn't plan that, but that's pretty good. I think that's fantastic. All right. I think it's going to be aggressive edible. If I had taken the advanced prototype, I think the Stalwart Snack is a handicap and I could get away with it. But because I don't, I'm going to take an aggressive edible just so I don't pass away. It's fine. We'll take this Horde, sure. Golden Vault, too early. Mind Horde, not impressive. I'll take a Lightstone casing, I guess. This doesn't help me, but it's fine, I suppose. It does make me really want to hit, say, what am I trying to think of? Superfood and a Spell Chain Perils, maybe? We'll see. We have Plinks, we have Fractures. I can take the spikes here without much issue. Wow. Really? Double tap in the back. 1 in 4, 1 in 4. Sometimes you get the 6% and you just kind of have to accept it, so sure. Oh, round 2. Okay, we get some more guys. Thank you, Plink. Very cool. I'm going to leave that morsel in. Am I? Nah, I'm going to send it. It's fine. We'll have more guys we can hit. Plink downstairs guarantees us some stuff. I will take the guarantee on Fracture. Or rather on, Fracture on the money. I want cash. Meta, progress is your friend. 20. So if I do Train Steward here, it's perfect. We want to make sure Primordium doesn't attack into spikes. We also put down a Bogfly here, which I think is beneficial. I kill the other dude, sure. Fair. Great, fine. Perfect. Alright, and now the only goal is kill those guys in the front up top, and we should be good however else we do it. I'll kill one here, great. I think we're super fine now, right? I said Plink, get it. Great work. Alright, we did it. Good. Cool, and now we win. Just press end turn after playing the Weights of Contrition. I will play out the Plinks simply to increase my Bogfly damage, but we're fine. Okay, good. Good, good, good. We like to see it. Perils of Production is going to be a snap click, noting that it's not purple. Proclamation, sure, it's purple. I'll take it. If we lean into anything like this, that's great as a tenon piercing. If we lean into Inspires, it matters. I don't want to go to the magic shops yet. I would like to look at steel shops for now. Endless, plus 25. Where's my shark? I guess it's actually a Shard Soul Carver day. Okay, fair enough. I am going to click the reroll, see if we hit a multi. We don't. Big bummer, but fine. Spell Chain, I should take this into the perils while I can. Not going to grab this Purge. We move on at 30. We didn't get terribly strong there, which is a bit of a bummer. This unit draft is potentially scary. I think we'll be okay. We can generate defense and offense on the Shard Soul Carver, so it's not too terrible. Yes. Let's go ahead and take this guy here. I'll play a Train Steward middle. If we can get rid of curses, we can actually inspire and do some other things. So, wow, that's a scary bottom floor. Yikes, y'all. Do I want to inspire upstairs or... triple double plink downstairs? I think if I hit the back... I don't hit the back. I was really hoping I would get that, but I didn't. That's okay. This guy is scary damage. I need to work on him, and it's not particularly close. This guy doing 8 is really bad. Okay. I think we do need to fracture him. The question, though, and the real challenge here is... Okay, I managed to only take 24 from this guy. This is a terrible roll on this combat, but it's certainly within reason for 30. There's a few things we can do. Actually, there's nothing we can do. Like an 8 sweep just straight up kills this man. So what you do is you put the Train Steward in front. I was hoping for a better draw here. Well, fair enough. I'm going to play the perils. It doesn't matter. I take 25 here, or 24. Wild. That's huge damage. We hate to see it. I'm going to kill one of these guys here. I guess I will actually Proclamation upstairs. I'll plink, sure. We might have a chance at drawing into another one, something that answers it. Plink. Good job, Plink. You did it, bud. You did it. We get out only taking 24. Was that worth it? I don't think so, but there's a lot of things I do like. Prismal Dust is good. I'll take it. It's good for Primordium. Shelter is good. It's purple. Sure. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what I feared, that I would see nothing good and just eat dirt for it. So I took 12 additional damage that I didn't have to. It's a real bummer. First of Kin doesn't feel like it. Glugsider? I don't think so. Glugsider. Good grief. Look at this goober. I wish he wasn't so bad. I wish you were actually good, buddy. Why couldn't you be as good as, I don't know, Big Sludge at least? Big Sludge is not even the best rare unit. He's just still great, which is good. First of Kin, I could etch my way to victory, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Crucible Warden is decent as an infusion. I think I'd rather keep looking. It's a bummer. Not feeling good about that. We'll go left. I need to see if I can find a multi-strike if humanly possible. If not, you know, it sucks to be me. Yikes. Another First of Kin Kinhost Vessel. Neither of these are particularly impressive. Again, Kinhost Vessel, definitely not it. Reroll. Wow, how many large stones can the game show me? Okay, so I'll take the Horde. Serrated Mandibles will save me. Okay, we'll take that at least. Copy a card 5 times with no good copies. Is this one of the cases where you can... Hey man, if only the Perils was purple, I would X5 this and just have so many copies of it that it wouldn't matter. That's a bummer. That's a real bummer, actually. What is your X5? I don't have one. I've been going to steel shops. Don't show me this on the wrong combat, or wrong run like this. I'll take an X one of a shelter, I guess. Hiya! I'll take a second one of those, I suppose. Alright, Talos. 45, we've managed to stay under 50 at least. Talos is scary, however. Real dicey. It's days 1. Sure, I don't think it matters too much. Bad draw. I will click this shelter out front. I put some reap on the floor, it's fine. I will plink middle. Gotta do it. I'll plink again middle. Great. Sacrifice it. It's fine. The damage shield is good. Okay. I am probably just going to Proclamation upstairs. It seems decent. I'll plink middle. Great hits. That's good. I need to work on Mr. Big and Scary on bottom floor. Fortunately, Serrated Mandibles exists, so that's good. I can play a Bogfly in front and just face tank this, can't I? Although we'll keep the Bogfly actually alive. Don't let these overstack, please. Thank you. I guess I'll plink them. Sure, take it. Every little bit matters. Work on mid-floor guy, sacrifice it. Now, unfortunately, I think the Bogfly should live, but will get kind of pummeled a little bit. Plink downstairs. Bad roll, but it's fine. Interesting. I guess I'll take the shelter here. It's fine. And then put down a Prismal Dust of 2. Does get the kill. I had to do the math on that reap real fast, but it did get there. So I think we get out of this, right? Yeah. Sure. Seems decent. Okay. To blow this man up upstairs. I do want purples upstairs. I think it's important. So we'll go ahead and hit that plink and then just send this man to the abyss. We'll work a little bit on middle. Yeah. Big damage numbers. Great work. Okay. Good job. Excuse me, Talos. Not cool, man. Get him, train steward. Alright, great work. We get through it. I do think these little bogflies are doing a lot of heavy lifting there, fortunately. It's better than the 8 damage sweeper. Umbra Stone, Wurmkin etchings, Shroud Mitosis. I'll take the Umbra Stone, it's something. But we're not quite there yet. Man, this is the second Glugsider monster train. What is happening? Do I have to take First of Kin? I have no good targets here. 1, 2, 3. I guess I have a few. I'll tell you what. I would rather have Morsel Maker. I'm just skipping here, I think, right? 5 space on the Revenge if I do the infusion of Glugsider. No, I mean, Morsel Master's not. I'm skipping. These are not it. They're not it. Not a chance. I'm going to take card draw. We're going hard on magic shops coming up. So we'll go left. I'm going to see an Umbra banner. There could be something decent here. Maybe we see a holdover at least. Good grief. Morsel Maker I will take. That is an acceptable number. We have no good anythings right now, which is terrible if I'm being honest with you, but sure. Absolutely terrible. Free Fractures, good. Plus 10, no thanks. Remove Consume, Let's look at the Temple. I might find something fun. A -2 could have spun me in one particular direction or other, but I didn't see it. So I'm not going to take the Remove Consume here. We'll re-roll. Of course, who thought I would see a holdover on the first go of it? We're going to remove Train Stewards because they get in my way and are not purple. I'm going to be honest, we're in not great position. Take a +30 on Proclamation. Do I infuse? Also a great question. We don't get superfood either. Terrible. I mean, with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and aggressive edible, I suppose. We'll go in. Yikes. I do have a trample, at least. That's something. I don't want to take this now. I think we wait. I think we wait. I think we wait, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and purchase a removal. We'll cut another train steward here. I realize leaving both these banner units in will cause some challenges for... Ugh. I did go to 60, didn't I? Spell Shield 2, which is also really bad. I can't take that either, because I need the proclamation to actually hit an enemy. Good grief. Man, we're in a rough spot. This is actually really bad. This is a monster train experience, turns out. Yeah. Tragic. Okay. Well, we've done our best, I suppose. I don't even get Morsel Maker until the redraw here, which is terrible. Absolutely abysmal. Okay, I'm gonna leave that Bogfly in. He's basically my multi-strike at some point. I do want to push numbers if possible. I think the 180 on middle gets to be my proclamation target. And then I can actually Perils here. Shelter... And then I get a 6 Prismal Dust here. The Reap is making up for some element of this, so I didn't have to worry too much. Okay, we get some other stuff. I do get the Bogfly in, which is good. I think I need to click the Trample or I will lose. Let's respect with the Fracture on middle. Okay, we need to work on upstairs. Yikes, man, yikes. Don't feel like taking these hits. I could play Perils. How do we feel about the Perils of Production? The problem is it disables my future turn, which is very bad. Let's respect. Okay, it was a bit of a gamble. We take, unfortunately, 9 there. Okay, Plink, please work. Plink, please work. Okay, you at least had the bare minimum of success. Good job, Plink. Alright, clear bottom floor. Proclamation the boss. Alright, I think we actually win because of this combo package. Great work, team. Do a ton of damage to him with Reap. It's good. We have enough damage shield, I think we get out here. Yeah, we do. Alright. It's not good. Let's be clear. It is not good, but we do get out. Taking 9. I think it was right to, or 6. I think it was right to take that. Void Binding. I mean, that's a good card if I can benefit from it. I think I will take it here. Do I need the Ember from Engine Upgrade? No, I'll take the Void Binding. Symphony of a Soul could be really powerful on Rage Gen. I'll take it. Alright, Magic Shops, you can't let me down. I need something on this run. The rule of Monster Train, you must see something. No, not another remove consume. Monster Train! Improved Firebox could be fun if I see another intrinsic for the Prismal Dust. I think I'm going to take the Abandoned Umbra. Am I? Maybe. Probably, I guess. It's fine. It is just fine. I'm going to take this Improved Firebox. I think this pays out if I play into it well. Alright, look. Monster Train, I know we've had our differences, but I need you to respect my ability to not lose the run. Right? I'm going to re-roll here. You're going to show me a holdover. Okay, Monster Train, I know what I just said. You need to do something for me, okay? You can't do this to me. You didn't even give me the permafrost for Symphony of a Soul. What do you want? Oh my god. I am gonna take the money, I guess. Monster Train, what are you doing, man? This is like illegal. I'm gonna remove a plink. You can't force me to keep this card. I'm gonna take the money because I think I'm gonna need it. Do I need another removal? I gotta clean this up somehow. I'm going to another magic shop. I'm gonna hold off. The double stack. I mean, there's value if you get that double stack on Prismal Dust. Let me tell you, we're cooking. You could also put the double stack in Void Binding and still get that sucker back down to playable levels. I should do this. That's actually pretty good. Take another -1 next floor. We'll move on. Give me a money trial I can take, please. Can I take this? I think so. This is not looking good, I'll tell you that much. Okay, it's turn 1, alright? Turn 1. Great. I killed a dude, that's good. I need to generate more. I can't play this Morsel Maker, so I'm going to just go ahead and hit a cave-in so I draw a card. Wow, there's the Shard Soul Carver. What an unreal top roll. Burn the shelter. I'm going to save the shelter. Okay, we're out on mid-floor. Great news. We get a free roll here. Good. I'll put in a Bogfly upstairs. I'm gonna big plinks downstairs. Managed to kill a dude. That's pretty good. I'm not taking money because I'm in dire straits, okay? Like, we need to win this combat, and I need to not mess around. I can and will Perils into my Primordium here. Oof, I could double buffs and armor on a unit. That's pretty tempting. I am going to prioritize killing the shaman in the back, and we'll put down a big Prismal Dust here. I'm not playing the Void Binding openly like that. We're not at that point. Okay. Mid-floor, I think, is clearing itself now. It's a good turn. I can play Umbra Stone. Shelter. Man, I was hoping that would get the kill. Alright, I play the Bogfly, we get it. Alright, mid-floor, I must kill... Oh my gosh, I don't kill the man in front. It doesn't actually matter because of Trample, but it is still frustrating. Alright, we have to play the Shelter upstairs in order to keep our men among the living. I wish to murder man in front. Alright, we managed to kill the Quill Marksman, so we actually do successfully get out of this combat impressively. We blast downstairs. There's a lot of good reasons. I'm going to play a Fracture just so I can get the Symphony of a Soul here, because that's just a very big swing for me. And then I can Perils, hold, kill my own guy that I'm putting Perils into. And then I can put some more Reap on the boss and we're okay. Guy does walk on me and do 5. Bit of a bummer, but fine. I think we're just going to click Void Binding and win here. Yeah. Alright, we're out. Great work. We did it. Yikes. Okay, look. Monster Train. I have one more chance at this, alright? One more chance before I have to go to a steel shop or something. Ember Cache? I don't think this adds enough. Gem Trove? No thank you. I'll take a Soul Crushing Guilt. It's a good card. We'll grab it. Okay, Monster Train. I know we've had our differences. Alright? Hear me out. No, not a double stack. You know what I want, Monster Train. Okay, the Intrinsic is good, though. Alright, we're saving it for a holdover, possibly. Alright? 20 consume? Fantastic. Plank, get out of here. -1? Sure. I will continue, I think, making Fractures free. Double stack, I think I morally am obligated to try to put this somewhere. So let's look at a cave real fast. Maybe it has money for me. Wildwood Tome? Quick is some kind of a defense, right? Oh, God. I'll click it. This is a terrible run of Monster Train. What? No, I'm not going to double stack. You need to show it to me. Thank you, Monster Train. Good grief. Alright, Perils of Production is online. Yikes. And then that lets me get the intrinsic. Now, the intrinsic could go into Perils, which is awesome, but I think it has to go into Prismal Dust or Primordium dies. So, you know, yeah, we'll do that. The plus 30 here, I don't know. You want to make a 350 damage proclamation? Maybe. And then dupe it. I'm actually not going to a dupe. I have to go to steel shops, so I think we're just going to cut bad cards here and move on with our sad little existence. I do get to 20 consume all of the planks, which is always fun. Sure, man, sure. I get removals. Alright, cave in, goodbye. What else? What else goes here? Bogflies. They're not bad, but I don't like them. I do want to continue scaling, so we are going to fix the Morsel Maker situation here and put that into our unupgraded Shard Soul Carver, which is really selling it for me here. The planks are good because they all go away. Sure, this all seems fine. This seems fine. Okay. Good, great. I didn't have to put a -1 in the Void Binding, by the way, because I did hit the Perils of Production holdover, so I don't really care that much. I'm going to cut a Bogfly just to make some space on initial draw-throughs. Our goal basically is, if I can't hit multi-strike, I'm going to go ahead and Symphony of a Soul my Shard Soul Carver's Rage to 1 billion damage and trample everything. So that's what we're dealing with today. You know what, Monster Train? Fine. You at least gave me holdover. It's something. With 3 shops, you'd think I would have been able to pull it off. And lo and behold, we managed to do it. So, great. Wonderful. Interesting. I'm going to play the Shelter and then drop this 9 Prismal Dust down. I do need to kill that man downstairs, and it's not particularly close. He must pass away. Alright, Perils of Production, let's go. Big Plink downstairs, great work. Hit him with the Void Binding. Cool. Honestly, Big Plink downstairs too. Just get... Oh, I gave him a curse. I'm complete goober. Whatever. I don't get to undo it. I'm going too fast. Fine. Curse. Whatever. Okay. Incant Shard is not good. So you play a Bogfly downstairs. We put the Perils on him. See what we draw into. Well, I'll play the Soul Crushing Guilt downstairs. I'm going to put all my Ember downstairs, even though he dies. And then we can get away with Shelter Space Prism upstairs. Okay, sure. Fine. You gave me the cursedness, so whatever. Huge Plink. Huge Wildwood Tome. So now we're fast. And we trample. Continue scaling. Numbers must continually increase. Blow that man up, great. Yeah, good. Alright, I'll win by trample and 1 billion damage. How does that sound? Sheesh. I don't want to mess this up. I will continue to scale. It is wisdom to do it. Alright. We're fast. We have all of our damage shield. It's fine. That's not the one that scares me. We hit this Fracture 1 billion times. Fracture is a good card. And then with all of this mighty power, I go ahead and I Symphony of a Soul here. Great. I can't multi-strike for my life, but I can trample. So, here we are. Good grief. This is truly stupid. This is... I mean, it can get there. Our numbers aren't great yet. But if I shrink the deck further, I think we can really do some fun nonsense here. I mean, yeah, once you get to this point, 220 rage, that seems like it'll win. And then 68 damage shield? I don't know, man. You tell me, alright? You tell me. Blow this guy up. I think we get there. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Good turn, too, by the way. Look at this. There you go. Is this enough for you, Monster Train? 1,205 damage? Good grief. Good grief. Yeah, you know what? Furnace Tap, get in here, bud. 100%. I'll make my own multi-strike. I'll make... With... Oh, you know what I'm thinking, but we'll call it with coffee and donuts. Yeah, I'll make my own multi-strike with coffee and donuts. Make a comment if you know what I'm talking about. Draw me cards. Draw me cards. All right, you have one chance. Monster Train, show me the goods. Multi-strike. No, it's not a multi-strike. You had one chance, Monster Train. All right, give me Notice Stone. I guess I could play Mind Jacks and play middle. Are we fast enough for that? Absolutely not. Give me Superfood, Monster Train. I tell you what, Monster Train doesn't want me to win, and I get it. Right, I get it. Heartstone. Good grief. I'll tell you what, I actually think there's maybe an argument for Petrified Heart here. I'm not really getting lifesteal, so I don't really care that much. I'm using Damage Shield instead. And that's at least health that I can pass through. It goes on Primordium. I'm not healing, right? I'm just gotta verify. There's maybe a morsel that pops out. Yeah, take Petrified Heart, sure. Fine, it's fine. I can't even re-roll this shop. It's so cursed. Because I only have $150. Everything is bad. And I'm gonna take a spell chain on Furnace Tap. And we're just doing it, alright? I get another intrinsic. Cool. Perils of Production. Let's cook. Let's do it, buddy. Let's go. This run is pretty doomed. You could intrinsic the Soul Crushing Guilt for Divinity if I actually want the 120 damage from the boss. The problem is my purple generation is, to say excruciating is an understatement. We are drawing 8 though, which is kind of cool. Man, Superfood, you had one... We had so many opportunities for this run to be normal, and instead, we got this. So... I mean, I just end up having to put the damage shield that I get on the... Yeah, we intrinsic the Perils, and we put the damage shield on Divinity on the Primordium, so he lives. And that will have to do. This is cursed. This is so bad. So... I don't really need a magic shop, right? We're cooking is the thing. We have the pieces we need to cook. So with that in mind, I mean, I am straight up playing Furnace Tap here, and you can't physically stop me. Blow this man up downstairs. Great. Continue to blow this man up. No. Go ahead and plink and just get rid of it. We'll take the 7 damage shield in front. Yeah, nah, not even worried about it. Send it. It's fine. I'll take money. Money is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I didn't end up getting money because I clicked the front and didn't hit... I gambled on Serrated Mandibles. I think we have to do it like this. And then Symphony straight away. And we lose the Collector because of bad RNG. I was convinced I would get at least one of those 2 procs on my guy. But unfortunately I did not. So, alright, we get Umbra Stone at long last. We get some shelter action. Great. Good job. I'm going to get rid of curses because I hate curses. Okay. Do we do enough damage to win here? Actually, we do. It's surprisingly decent. I crush mid-floor and top floor here, so... What's the worst floor for me? I'm doing 260 by 3, so I'm really not afraid of any of this, so let's just play it all up top, and that's fine. Sure. Very well. Ah, click buttons. I don't have enough purples upstairs. Monster Train, how could you? Too many curses. It's okay. We're doing 900 damage at this point. Make purples. Here you go. Play curses. Alright, we're fine. This is basically my run. I basically have an absolute trash deck, and I have just forced it to the best of my ability. Ridiculous. Absolutely stupid. Cool. Alright, well, here. Symphony of a Soul. Have a good day. And I'm going to blow up my own guy in back to get some more purples on the floor, and that's just fine. Do we win? Yeah, we do. Get out of here, you goober. You don't even get to attack. You don't even get to do anything. I'm not afraid of you. You can't stop me. Ugh. This run, I'm not happy with it. Pretty much any decision I make is going to feel bad at this next section. I gave up a collector because I was believing in serrated mandibles. I should have known this run would be bad when, in the first combat first turn, a plink double hit the 5 HP enemy instead of literally anything else. So, we're having a time. Now, is there a temple? There's not. So this Ancient Resonance is probably pretty garbage. So I think I'm just not going to take that and take the money that I sorely wish was $100 instead. Now, a steel shop would go down smooth. I don't actually think there's anything I need to do here. So yeah, we're going to go to the steel and we're going to take whatever they show me. And that's going to be Monster Train. Chain of Gems actually is huge. It lets me put all of the fireboxed Prismal Dust into my front line. Alright, they give me the multi-strike. Fine. Fine, Monster Train. You've made your point. Yeah, it's good. I'll take 25 health. Get out of here, Monster Train. Monster Train looks at me and says, hey, buddy, you had it all along. And I'm just like, you have nothing. You are nothing. You have nothing. Don't speak to me, Monster Train. We're not friends anymore. I'm going to remove a Bogfly. Goodbye, friend. Now, what do you cut here? I could just dumpster a plink. It doesn't really help me at all. We're kind of down to the wire a little. Essentially, my redraws are what? Fractures, Perils, Proclamation, Soul-Crushing Guilt, and Void Binding, and I guess the Symphony. I do want to see if I can see anything that generates morsels. We're taking the Chain of Gems. Not morsels, echoes. Base, what is it? Base charge would be cool. Chain of Gems. This is value. I guess I could buy Mask of Penumbra. Oh, I'll spin this probably. Let's look at the Horde, see what we hit. Mark of an Exile. Actually respectable. First Hell Pact is just... I mean, it's 3 more damage shield. I don't hate it. But Mark of an Exile gives Primordium legitimately, what, 19 health? It's like a shocking amount of survivability. Is Split Anvil ever correct? We don't have a great... No, I don't need it. I have so much Ember Generation. 3 damage shield or 8, or was it 9? I guess it's 6 bonus hit points for 3 turns for 18 health. 18 health or 3 damage shield. You do the math. I'll tell you what, it's not 18 health. I'll take the X-Coster. First health pack. Let's go. Alright, Vortex. I do get a removal still. The only thing you really could consider here is anything that, like a consume card. True. None of the fractures can go. I need to generate purples, and it's not even particularly close. The only cards I'm keeping are the really, really important ones. Okay, fair enough. Faulty Loader is not bad. It's probably better than removals if I'm already struggling to decide. Mask of Penumbra will not provide enough value. Yeah, I'll take Faulty Loader. Sure. Walk out with 5. I get a removal. I'm actually just going to cut a Space Prism. I'm not using these for anything now that I'm not really generating morsels. Yeah, we'll cut one. It's fine. I don't really need it. I have no more money, so that's a Monster Train video game for you. We did it. We did it. Let's go. Seraph, you don't actually stand a chance, believe it or not. I've had an abysmal run. We did finally get there, but the whole run has just been a struggle fiesta. So, great. Cool. So, here I don't care. So I can play Shard Soul Carver first. Cool. Blast him. Ping him. Ping him. I couldn't hit the Light Wings even once. Fine. 15 damage shield. Get out of here, bud. Alright, we're doing it. It's good. I will play the Umbra Stone here. I'll play the Quick Stone. I'll play the Void Binding. I will drop in a Shelter. We're trampling, so I'm not particularly worried about anything. I'm going to save my... I guess I could have played that. I had 3 excess, so kind of doesn't matter. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and airdrop in a Furnace Tap here, which is great. I do want to start the Symphony of a Soul, however. It's actually really important we start making progress there, so that's good. Puts us way ahead, which is good. Great news. Generate purples. It's very important that we do it. Okay, great. Look, I got a morsel. Incredible news. Alright. We're through on that. Good. Yeah, Symphony here. I think the whole play on this one is I click Furnace Tap and then I click Symphony, and it's not particularly close. I guess I can put the Proclamation in, which does trample like 250 or something through. I mean, we win now. Now, if I get one more Symphony, it's just golden. And we actually pull it off, thanks in large part to Behold Free Fractures. Good job. Great work. I might get one more Symphony off, right? I think we should. Oh, no, never mind. He actually does just completely pass away on this turn. So, I guess we're pre-relentlessing Seraph. Boo. Boo. I wanted bigger numbers. Alright, it's fine. This run has really tested me throughout it. I wanted superfood. I didn't see superfood. I went to 3 magic shops, finally found the holdover on the last one. Now here, before I mess this up, I am playing Chain of Gems on Primordium. Look at that, he lives. Amazing. He actually will live the last attack because he only takes 12, which is funny, but true as it turns out. Although he would actually have lived anyway, thanks to Plink and Shelter. And then 15 damage shield number is good. But yeah, this run has shown me essentially nothing good for a long time. And then eventually we saw finally a payout that was good, right? It felt good. I am going to click Shelter here. And then I guess I'm just hitting this man. I didn't take the Quick Tome there. Maybe I should have. Doesn't really matter. I have enough damage shield. I'm not terribly worried about it. But the trample is critically important, in fact. Sure. Sure. We get a Morsel Jeweler down. Great. I'll daze the boss. Sure. Seems decent. Generate morsels. I mean, not morsels, but echoes. Alright. Oh, hey, we see the Wildwood Tome again anyway. Hashtag never punished. I will click that first. Then I will click Symphony of a Soul because it's worth more than the Furnace Tap is to me here. We're trampling the rest of all of this through, so we're looking decent here. Great. Number-wise, we do enough damage to clear a floor, so that's exceptional news. And I'm generating enough purples that I can keep dazing the boss and feel okay about it, so that's also good. Alright, here's another good one. We're going to go ahead and click Furnace Tap, Void Binding, Weight of Contrition. We're now pushing, what is this, over 1,000 damage through. while also killing a mini boss. So I think we're golden. And we may actually come across, come over and win here. Possibly. Yeah, we actually just straight up have it, which is fantastic news. Yeah, this boss does actually pass away on this turn. Goodbye, buddy. Alright, we did it. Monster Train. It made me work for it, and we eventually found everything late in the game, but woof. This is a great example of a run where Primordium can actually straight up just lose early. People will just pass away on ring, I don't know, 2 to 4, and then they'll think the Primordium is a struggle, and then they just miss all the stuff you find later on. But there's a reason Primordium is described as a difficult champion, despite the fact that I find him to be among the strongest, and why most advanced players and veterans of the game do also agree with that. That it's the same problem Fate has, right? Fate is very difficult to play correctly. It's easy to lose. You have to play it cool in the beginning and stronger later, depending on how powerful your opener is, things like that. But Primordium suffers similarly, and I think it's actually part of the reason why these champions are allowed to be as strong as they are, right? From a balance perspective, I'm sure their balancing metrics are actually pretty okay, right? They're very strong, but a lot of players are losing with them. So you would think, all right, well, I don't need to do anything too fancy there. We're okay. Balance seems fine. And generally, I would agree, right? It's okay for some champions to be a bit stronger. Primordium is a great example. We didn't even see Superfood. It would have been nuts. Trust me, I would have been playing Voidbinding Perils and Symphony of a Soul on Primordium. But we just didn't see that. Whoops, I guess. My bad. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have a great plan for that. I think there's a world where you start this game in advanced prototype and then lean into Stalwart Snack hoping for a keeper. The problem is, even with all those banners and unit drafts, you never see a keeper of echoes. The banners are god-awful. I was ready to not even have an infusion, but I guess we at least got Morsel Maker eventually, so fine. And that's okay at best, right? It's doing... I consider Morsel Maker's infusion hashtag the bare minimum, right? If an infusion is doing less than Morsel Maker, it's not good enough. Morsel Maker is like just good enough is the way I describe it. So a lot of other infusions are way better, right? If you're able to lean into them. Keeper of Echoes, for instance, if you're drawing more than 6 cards a turn or have more than 6 charged echoes per turn, you'll see that outperforms Morsel Maker. Similarly for incant lines, right? Siren of the Sea is only +1/+1, but if you're incanting already because you have a Siren and you take an incant infusion, well, great news. It will put you ahead. There's also small benefits as well in that you can actually benefit from the infusion on the final turn in Relentless, right? You play your cards, you're still incanting, you're still inspiring. Whereas the Resolve trigger never fires in the Relentless turn. So Resolve is slightly weaker as a result of that as well. So all in all, Morsel Maker is not great, but it's fine. It gets the job done. What else? I mean, the rest of this is like, I think Serrated Mandibles legitimately saved our run when we saw it. So, thank you, Serrated Mandibles. Pretty much that's the call out. You have to find something that gets you through the parts of the run where things look rough. The perspective improved Firebox is very fun. We had enough temples that I was like, yeah, I probably see another intrinsic, and we did get it, which is great. This just became a vector for, one, guaranteeing Primordium survival in Divinity, which was in question prior to Chain of Gems, which we saw much later, and later on then became just like a force multiplier for my defense on Symphony of a Soul. But then the next pick is, I mean, this is Symphony of a Save My Life, pretty much. That's basically it, so I don't really have much else to offer. It's a good run, though. I mean, I think it shows damage mitigation, and my favorite line about Monster Train is, you just have to keep not losing until you win, right? Just keep not losing. That's the most important thing you can do. It doesn't have to be pretty, right? You take truckloads of damage, you're getting threatened by everything, it's all scary, it all looks bad, and you're not thinking you're going to beat Seraph or Divinity or anything, and eventually Monster Train shows you literally anything, and you go, great, I can do this. So part of it is knowing what are those things that you can see that can get you the win, and then part of it is surviving until you actually get there. Sentient's a big struggle with this too, for similar reasons, right? Struggle in the early game, die before you can find any of those answers. So the truly doomed runs are the very rare runs where you get literally nothing the whole run on all paths. It's just all bad. That would be, I can imagine that's like quick large in every steel shop, and then remove consume permafrost in every other shop. You see no good rare units, nothing. You're pretty much just, you can construct a doomed run, right? There exist ways to do it. So anyway, I don't have much else to add, so I'll let you go there. That is 281 wins on the series. 281 is great. So yeah, all right. I'll see you next time. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.